I'm making 100 documentaries about people who are creating a positive impact in the world. This time, it landed me in Uganda. We arrived here in Entebbe really late last night. We couldn't see anything because it was dark outside. And now we woke up this morning to this beautiful day. And we've been sitting here at the breakfast table, prepping all the gear. We also met up with Theo, a local filmmaker who reached out online when he heard about our project. It's so nice to finally get to meet him in person, and he is super excited about the project.
Feeling good?
Yeah, I'm feeling good, like, man. It's a dream come true, like.
He's gonna join us during this week and help us out on this project, and I'm so excited about it. Meeting him is like seeing a reflection of my younger self. A filmmaker driven to tell stories, doing whatever it takes with limited resources. I can see from the start that Theo's presence would change everything for us.
Like it's an office.
Sitting in the back of the Land Cruiser on yet another bumpy ride, he begins sharing about his journey as a filmmaker in Uganda.
I would like culture stories, anything to do with the culture, because we have a rich culture in Uganda that the world does not know about, you know?
He tells me that he has to rent equipment for every job because he doesn't have the equipment that he needs. And the clients that he's working for can't always afford to pay for it. His dream is to tell the untold stories of Uganda, the ones that challenge this narrative of chaos and struggle that we often get portrayed in the media. He wants to show the strengths and the resilience and joy of his people, but at the moment the barriers are just too big.
Can everybody scream that on 3?
Hi, I'm in Kasese with my homies, my teammates.
One story that he shares with me really sticks. When his wife was pregnant with their first child, they wanted to ensure that she could give birth safely in the hospital.
So I had a Canon 5D Mark III that I thought about. I realized that I had to put up a budget for the money because we wanted to pay for the hospital bills because the months were coming close. So I decided to do a door-to-door photography, kind of a campaign of myself so that I can raise the money that was around $120 for her to deliver in a good hospital.
To raise that money, Theo went door to door, offering to take portraits. He calls this the 1,000 Portraits Project.
So I had to move around with my camera in my community. And people could call me, cameraman, take us pictures. Yeah, I could do it because all I wanted was the money. And I raised the money and we gave birth to our first child, who is Abigail. Now she's 3 years.
Amazing. That story hit me like a punch to the gut. It's so powerful and it really shows how things are like here. Here's someone who shares my passion for storytelling but faces challenges that I can't even imagine.
For example, if you don't have a tripod, you look at how to survive with a shot without a tripod. You don't get the best, you know? Yeah.
And that all comes down to the financial situation, right?
Yeah, exactly.
This story makes that very relatable for me and gives me a new perspective on our whole project. This project is part of my 100 documentary journey, and it reminds me exactly why I started this mission. It's not just about the films, it's about the people. Part of my purpose here is getting Theo off the ground as a creator in Uganda. He's an incredible filmmaker with a passion for telling the untold stories of Uganda, but he needs the right tools to make it happen. In Uganda, it's super difficult to get a proper camera and the cost is probably twice what it should be. So what we've done is we've set up a fundraiser to help Theo get a proper camera and equipment. I think we can pull this off together. So if this story resonates with you, consider supporting Theo's work. All the details are here down below and I'll personally match any donations. So let's keep telling these stories together.